welcome back to Downtime Activities, and welcome back to our two-player Baldur's Gate 3 playthrough. Last time, we were outside of this monastery down here, where apparently there's some Githyanki.
Looking ahead.
So let's go beat him up, eh?
Time to press ahead.
I don't see no Githyanki from way back here anyway.
What the hell? Did you just hear a bear roar? There's absolutely a...
Yeah, there's a bear roar that you can hear somewhere in here. I mean, I know there's a bunch of undead up the hill. I don't think any of them roar. I don't think there's a bear up there. I don't really remember. I haven't been through this area. I haven't been up the hill from here as much as
I've been through here a
anywhere
couple
else
different
in the
times.
part of the game.
I've never
That's not going to work.
encountered a bear. An elegant chest. Ooh,
Nope.
a fancy arrow. Send that to you. Oh,
Yep.
okay.
Game of car don't work. I can have Karlak try, but what's the point?
Wonder when it was used
Do we want
last.
to use it, or do we want to just go
Or just walk around.
The old-fashioned way.
Excuse me, game. I would like to use this. To have a slightly behind-the-scenes discussion, potentially behind-the-scenes discussion, I'd like to do a. I don't want to. There we go. I was like, I don't want to move any farther forward because I failed a perception check. I do want to have a do a discussion video at some point about because we've talked before about leaving space in a character's backstory for the DM to fill in. All right then.
Easy.
Another
This
one.
place is hungry for blood.
It's a pretty scummy trap location. For ulcer traps specifically to just eat you to your death.
Somebody knew what they were doing. But like that's been, man, I am
Be wary. This place is trapped.
just failing every perception check. I'm rolling perception checks like you roll perception checks. When we actually play D&D. But we've had discussion in the past about like leaving space in a character backstory for like the DM to fill in, and kind of intentionally doing that.
Talk to this bird.
Okay.
I don't think I've ever done that before.
I've got
Oh really?
nothing
Yeah,
left to
this
take, so
bird
you might as well
hires you
shut
to
off.
kill the eagles.
Someone said something.
Steal. Eagles are bigger. They just take. Nest, prey, everything. That's how it works here.
I can't help but notice you have a nest
Oh,
right there.
sure, a nest. But it's not my nest. That's up on the roof with the eagles. Eagles are pricks.
If that's not your nest, whose is it?
Some poor little tit who wasn't paying attention.
I'm here to avenge the birds you kicked out. So they're pricks for stealing a nest, but you're not?
Exactly right. Not all humans can grasp bird ethics. You should be proud. Oh, it's not
bird
even
is
like
awesome.
the eagles need mine.
Yo, yeah, I
The
love that
lizards
guy.
they aren't hard to catch.
Trunk lizards. Do you want me to go deal with those eagles for you?
You kill an eagle? But if you think you can, then please kill the eagles. They're the worst.
I'll see what I can do.
Thank you. I'll keep an eye on the roof.
Yeah, that's no. I'm amazed you've never
Bastards,
talked to that
those
bird
eagles.
before because he just hires you to
Deserve a
go
little
kill bigger
compliment.
birds.
Recipe unlocked. Salts of Viridian crystal.
Yeah, it was. I just.
It's like, why did what did that
Doing,
bird just
I'm doing
teach
some
you?
alchemy. I'm doing some alchemy.
Adventuring is thirsty
Well.
work.
There used to be a monastery in this region known for producing a wonderful ale.
That sounds like heaven. Wait, used to?
Oh yes, long ruined, I'm afraid. No chance of a frothing pitcher awaiting us there, but still. At least your thirst for
Thanks a lot, Gale. I see you've forgotten how to jump again.
Good. Of course he has. A skill that he forgets he has, unfortunately, often.
Failing survival checks, like usual.
Stand aside. Allow the druid to come over here.
Uh,
Oh. Gale,
Direct me.
stop being the worst.
All's well that ends. Not
Over
as
here.
bad as it
Spot
but
could.
I was working on like a character backstory. All right, everyone, moving on. I was working on a character backstory like recently, and I came up with like an element on the character backstory that I really liked, but I had already kind of left a hole in the character backstory for the DM to fill. Like in one, like just in one element of the character's backstory, I like intentionally left it unknown for kind of the sake of the character's sort of goals and stuff. Uh, um, and then I added essentially a second one of those, and that made me think that I was like, it's like that might be too much. Like it might have reached a point where I left, too many holes open for the DM to fill, and I think that's something that a lot of players can end up doing when building character backstories. They can end up just needlessly complicating a character. So at some point, I wouldn't mind having a conversation about like leaving holes for the DM to fill is fine and is in fact encouraged, but
Within reason.
within reason.
That could be
If your character is only character secrets,
Do
it's
we
going
want
to get kind of much.
sneak around through the roof, or do we want to go try and save some absolute cultists? Or just watch
I
them
didn't really
die?
know. I didn't really know it was possible to save them.
I think you can attack those Githyanki mid cutscene. You used to be
I'm-
able to.
I mean, if you want, but they are absolute cultists.
They're just absolute cultists. I say we just sneak around through the roof. Besides, I'm essentially a hitman at this point. And I've got my target.
You did get hired by a bird.
The air is ripe with magic.
Fireball. 24. Come on. 32 on the second.
Shouldn't have wished.
What? Why did...
Are you in combat?
No, well, not technically. This thing just somehow, the residual magic somehow affected it because it got its mirror image. But apparently it only lasts for 3 turns, and it got enlarged, so we can just sit here and wait for that to wear out. And it'll go back to normal. Gotcha.
So they've all aggroed on nothing.
Yeah. Neither Gale or I are in combat, I don't think. Let me
At
sort
the
of Gale.
ready.
Yeah, no.
Never a dull moment.
Oh, now they're aggroed on all of us.
Well, yeah, because the game. Wait, no, well, they're not aggroed on me. They're just aggroed on you guys in Karlak. Okay, now they're aggroed on me.
Remember, these things don't react great to magic, but I don't think that really matters to you or Karlak. Oh, I jumped, so I can't shillelagh now. Boo! Well, I'm not going to use any magic, so just...
I was gonna try and sneak in
Weapon
here and
change.
set up an explosive barrel, but
Underdog's bravery. Why do I have underdog's bravery? What is that? I don't remember where I was getting that from. Does it count as magic? I guess we'll see. Well, I killed him, so who knows?
let's try and get Karlak out of the way here. and attack.
Fine.
Well, all right then.
Where's level 6, right?
I do not have. What I would. I don't have what I would like to have, which is a. Teach, where are. Okay, they're all down there. Let's just try. Okay, that would be an action, so we won't try that. We'll just try a couple of offhand attacks. Or I could set the room on fire.
If it's magically setting the room on fire, that's probably a no-go.
Nah, or at least I could set up somebody else setting the room on fire.
Interesting. Will they all be standing? No, they're gonna all run out of it, aren't they? Bastards. Scale, you can't really be very useful in this fight without giving them a bunch of unnecessary buffs. So, oh, you can't even reach anybody. Can you not do it anymore? Oh, there's one. Good try, buddy.
Using magic around these things is more trouble than it's worth.
It was just near.
All right.
Didn't even directly affect them.
They've all received the condition unstable. Let's
At the start of
examine.
his next turn, it will trigger a random effect. We have to kill these ones before their next turn, or they'll get some random buff.
Well, I've got bad news for you. It's literally all of them in the room.
It is?
Yeah.
What the hell? It affected these guys too? I didn't know that's how it worked.
Yeah.
Does this work? Apparently these are not. Target must be a beast. These must be like monstrosities or something. What are they? Yeah, monstrosities. Okay. I can't reanimate them. Yeah. Well, whoops. Things are about to get weird. Why do I have this underdog's bravery? Oh, it's because I have an item that if I'm surrounded by... That's right. Is it... What is it? These gloves? Yeah.
Oh, like a certain
If I'm
number of
surrounded by
enemies.
2 or more foes, then I get advantage on melee attack rolls. That checks out. Oh,
Okay, that one just turned into a freaking panther.
that one just summoned another one? I don't know what that was. Gale. Get him. Good job, buddy. Ow. Critical hit.
And yes, indeed, it seems to have polymorphed into a panther. Well,
So it would seem.
so it would seem. That is such a good quote, as well as like. I mean, just that phrase, "so it would seem," floats through my head all the time. But that whole the whole setup to that quote is amazing. All right. Well, it's too heavy to shove. All right. Well, perhaps then I drink one of these. One. Okay. How about now? There we go. It wouldn't let me do that. Okay, well, one of these seems like it hasn't been hit.
Don't worry, Gale will finish that one off on his next turn. He's been really good at it so far. I think I'm in the way.
Athletic successful, but I had nowhere to shove it. I was really hoping to move over here and take some aggro from that panther.
Don't worry, Gale will solve all of our problems. Ah, he did 2 of the 3 necessary damage. Good try, buddy.
Good job, Gale.
Well, it just feels like massive. Well, I think if I kill it with magic, then it'll be fine. Made the save. Made the save. Do I have a bonus action that deals damage? Oh, this does. Technically, spell. Doesn't matter. Good job. Uh-oh. This other guy's unstable. Oh, this is already unstable. Then I can run over.
Blood follows
Nope.
me everywhere.
Why would you take that back? I guess it doesn't matter. Oh, this one's still alive too. Well,
Ha!
that turn went
Well,
perfectly.
I hit the
according.
big one.
I'm sure this other one's about to turn into a panther, so it's fine.
Another of these, perhaps? Okay, it doesn't. Yeah, it kind of wants Karlak to take the same route you did, because there's an unconscious Grimishka laying in the way. So instead, she'll run over here and hit it from the bottom of the steps,
There you go. Can she finish the other one?
or she can hit it. Maybe.
Haha! Don't worry, Gale will finish the job. Oh, he can't. Don't worry, Gale will kill it. Good work, Gale! Gale killed one.
Yep.
That was certainly something.
Don't know what these are useful for, but we'll figure it out.
We could use magic to heal, or we could just use a short rest, since most of it, like, I could use, before we use it, I could, like, use my other symbiotic entity to refresh my temp HP, and then I'd get both mine back, and then we'd just top everybody off that way, since we have 3 anyways.
Well, yeah, whatever.
I feel like we should start using short rests and, like, just using our abilities more freely.
It's probably true.
In my solo playthrough, I've been a lot less D&D playery about it, and I'm just like, yeah, I'll just go nuclear every, like, why not? Like, even on, like, a less important combat, I won't be super, you know,
Dawn Master of the Seed used a battle axe. Remember this.
stingy with my resources, and then I'll just take more rests, and I feel like it's been very cool.
Right.
What was that name?
The Seed
The
used
Seed
the
is
battle
the
axe.
Okay. Do you want to hit us with a song of rest there, homie?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, hold on. Now, let me pick up this elixir of necrotic resistance. And,
Door's locked.
locked door, you say? I don't really remember there being anything behind here, but I might as well check. There's an opulent chest with scroll of shocking grasp and scroll of vampiric touch. And a wooden trunk with a hammer. Not like a war hammer, just like a hammer.
Like a construction hammer.
Yeah.
I'm gonna climb up.
Journal of Novice Book.
Kobold's below, causing some sort of trouble.
Oh, that probably just being kobolds, you know, drinking and partying.
Allow me.
Oh, hi.
And they say Chivalry's dead. I'm gonna climb up.
How dare you? I'll challenge you to a duel.
Anything of use?
What have you? Githyanki Slate. Let's read it.
What have you, Githyanki?
Good customer beats hooded. It's his
Looks
scout
like
report.
a Githyanki, if the armor is anything to go by.
Why do I feel like I was going to look at something in my inventory? But now looking in my inventory, I Oh, yeah. That's a really good... It's classified as a cantrip, but it also says long rest. So can you only use it once per long rest?
Which ability?
Or like on a single target? I'm still carrying around the amulet that gives the like Saluna's Dream cantrip,
the
which
heal?
lets you heal for a
Yeah.
D8, but the target possibly falls asleep.
It's just once per long rest you can use it, but it's essentially a one a day free out of combat heal.
Right. I just figured that I just always carry it around because I like the idea of someday giving it to Shadowheart. Are you talking to a bunch of eagles, or?
Don't worry, I will talk to them, as I'm the person who's capable of doing so.
Intruder! In my nest! This area was meant to be safe! Savior, get behind Mummy!
It's not your nest. You stole from the little bird who used to
You
live
would
here.
accuse me of a crime in my own home! Outrageous!
Well, she didn't like that.
Yep.
Look, I wanted to kill you before I killed your son, but he charged, so I can't be blamed for this. This one's on him.
Good stack of damage there.
Ooh, 9 more from my reaction, too. Okay. And are these beasts? I bet I can reanimate these into zombies, which I wonder if it'll look like giant eagles.
I sort of
doubt it.
doubt it. Who knows? You can go ahead if you would like.
I'll see if I can finish him here. Nope. Nice.
Not enough movement, eh? I could dash with one of my bonus actions.
Are you not able to just shoot it, or are you trying to do something else?
I could, but I was just gonna move up into melee, but I'll just. Okay, apparently I must move a short distance. And then, again.
It's screeching for help.
Leave my dog if they want to go outside, so, while you're taking your turn, I'll be back.
That's not what a... That doesn't make any sense. But,
Fall by my hand.
I'll just finish her off, or... To our little team.
What? Did more eagles not show up?
No, I was able to kill her on my turn before she could summon help.
Well, she cried for help on her first turn.
I think she has to like finish the. I think it's like a 1-turn total effect, so it didn't make
Oh.
it back to her turn.
At least they don't look like eagles at all.
Take this hammer for ceremonial
Can't
purposes,
slow
of course.
down.
Of course.
Yeah, these doesn't make a whole lot of sense, but hey.
I mean, look, if I was a DM, I wouldn't let you reanimate giant eagles.
What a weapon. Wonder if it was used against the Githyanki.
But we obviously proved early on in our years playing D&D that giant eagles can be profoundly broken. So you know,
Indeed, they can. I never noticed this tapestry is like Lion Kinging this baby. It's kind of interesting.
is that what your druid circle is like? Did they do that when you were born?
No. They would not be so kind. The druid
Mushroom
circles-
man didn't hold you up to the sky?
It's not really how mushroom druids operate. Can Karlak come over here? I could
Are you
use
still up on the roof?
Yeah, I could use spells to do it, but it would
Ah.
be super inconvenient. Oh,
Interesting
it's the
lines
blue
everywhere. Yeah,
Oh my
yeah, he goes up,
Feathers bloody everywhere, mate.
and he's totally sassy.
Feels good to be home in my nest.
That's great. Where's my reward?
Sorry, I'm just a bird. I don't have things to give you.
The hell?
Although, when I escaped the eagles, I spotted something buried
Hey,
near that
we got 10
ferry
XP for that.
dock.
Hey,
Might be worth a look.
buried near that ferry dock. If you have Karlak, is it Alt click to ping? Or is it Control?
Yeah, I know.
Can I
Go on here.
No. Oh. I mean, she can climb back up. It's not a big deal. Go ahead and climb her back up here. It's jump, not climb, across this to that next little platform. She's gonna probably take some damage to do it, but she's probably
Yeah.
strong enough she can jump back, and I don't think I am. And then walk her across that to the next jump she has to make. And if you jump across that, there's a chest over there. And it's got
I had no idea what this was there.
It's got a fancy helmet in it.
Painted chest. Holy Lance Helm. I'll just send that to you, and you can do whatever you want with it.
Its creatures who miss against you have to make a dex save or take some damage. What does my dorky one do? When healing another, I gain a d6 hit points. This one's probably better.
Well, the skeleton. He only has a short sword. But
Salutations.
boop. Karlak now has 2 pocket skeletons.
Oh, what's over there?
Oh, interesting. There's a little pouch over here as well, next to this skeleton. Potion of greater healing.
Nice. I might do a quick paint job. Do I have any? I mean, I'll just change the color of the metal. I don't really want this helmet to be golden. Will this be like a silver metal? Yeah, that looks much better. There we go. Can she make the jump back up? Awesome. Okay. Sweet.
These boots have seen everything.
I figured she'd be strong enough to. I didn't want to use like 2 Misty Steps to make that happen. I'd rather just have Karlak take like 3 damage for it to happen.
I see how it is.
Yeah. Yeah, my spell slots are worth a lot more than her hit points. Haha.
She is a barbarian. That is sort of how D&D works.
That is true. Many a times has a barbarian given up hit points so that a wizard could keep their spell slots.
A wizard. A wizard's resources are spell slots. Barbarian's resources hit points.
Monastery's notable keepers adorn these intricate panels.
The side was the axe.
We already have the
This
sword.
guy's already got a
Master
sword.
Welkin glory.
I need to go drop the hammer over here. Anyone watching who's confused as to what the heck's going on? This is how you solve a puzzle, so that later on that thing on the roof doesn't nuke the whole place. So the hammer's
We're
on.
going.
We didn't need
We're
to go
going to be.
heck.
Also, this is also a way to get a really good damage buff that you can continue
yeah.
to get by just traveling back here.
That is
Um,
a very
and that is something worth knowing about. Okay, next game. There we go.
What we'll do here is just cheese this next bit as well, because we can just break this wall down.
You can also come in through the window on the other side of
Something
the
new.
room. You're getting there, buddy.
Give me 2 more of those. Oh, unless I roll a 3 again. Damn.
You'll get it. There you go.
There it is. And then, you know, I might... Yeah, I'll just step back and let you get into the hole and shoot him with your crossbows, because you'll be more effective than I am with me. Probably put some initiative, for whatever reason.
Missed.
And as long as we don't get into melee with it, it can't hurt us.
Ah, that was a really low chance to hit.
My iron is hot.
No ranged attacks for fungal zombies. That thing has bones.
Okay. Jumping camera. It's
Waiting for it.
thinking.
Hey!
Hello.
The Guardian of Faith spell. And a remarkably long-lasting one at that.
Ceremonial battle axe. And some.
Too many words, didn't read.
Do anything with? Okay.
If I don't get my beauty sleep soon, I may just get a
Well.
taste of malcontent.
Let's see what reason it gives for kicking me back to the main menu.
Oh. Well, in the meantime,
Ooh, that's
Put the
really
axe down.
stuck on 67% for a long time. The connection to the server is timed out. Thanks. Helpful. Let's see what else we got here. Okay. There we go. Okay.
I don't. Which one of these is not? Don't ever really use good berry anymore. I think I'm gonna drop good
Oh,
berry and pick up this for comboing with.
Whoa. It's not letting me move, and it's not letting me pick anything up. So
Well, shit.
okay, I can move his Karlak. There we go.
Problem solved.
Hope so. I seem to be able to pick things up again. Interesting. Somebody seems to have repaired the wall in my absence.
Well, you were gone for a while. I needed to stay busy.
Apparently. Looks like it's the window.
Is it the window or the wall?
The wall won't work, so we'll try the window. Ah, hi, Gale. What are you doing out here?
What? Gale's still over there? Where's my other zombie?
The other zombie seems to be somewhere in the, just in the building. And Gale's just chilling out here on the balcony. All right, Gale. See you around, buddy.
Well, I went and picked up the rusty mace from the grave, so I'm on my way back to finish all that shenanigans.
Well, you should probably grab Gale. Oh, the game is a little slow on the uptake for some stuff here. It feels like.
I'm not getting lag on my end. That's interesting. It's being so shitty for you. There's got both the zombies now.
Gale's still way out here. Enjoying the view, really. You know,
Yeah.
I don't blame him. We don't really need a battle axe or a longbow, so I will only take the trap disarm
Looks
tool
like any
out
regular
of,
weapons I have work here too.
out of that box here. Scamper up here. Opulent chest with some gold, an agate, elixir of the
This blood
Colossus,
sounds
oil
important.
of accuracy.
Could it still be here somewhere? No rest for the wicked, I see.
And a free.
Diligence and care. What to do? What path lies before?
Wow, just barely. Even though I could have re-rolled that, I have a million thieves tools. And a free scroll of Revivify, which is always never a bad
nice.
thing to have, especially when I tend to get one shot by. Just things.
Look, you're playing a bard and a rogue. You're asking to always be the one with the attack. It's my experience of this game, at least.
Some people just can't appreciate talent.
Right. Are you still upstairs, or have you gone further down into the temple?
No, I was really far upstairs.
Okay. Well, I
That's
have
why I'm coming.
gotten us the buff, and I have the crest, and gathered everybody back up in the group. Onward.
Stand your ground! Keep them busy!
Yes, ma'am.
We have to fire the lamp.
Excuse me, Karlak, would you like to jump off of the little ledge? There we go.
That's curious.
Could have picked that lock, you know. Ooh, that was a lot of XP.
Within the artifact, a feeling stirs. Uncertainty.
More than halfway there.
Your curiosity is getting the better of you. Do not let it. Stay away from the Githyanki.
Don't tell me what to do.
They're
Voice in my
hunting
head.
you. They want the artifact. They'll stop at nothing to take it from you.
But have you considered while they are hunting us
Within
that
the
we are hunting
artifact, a
them?
feeling stirs.
An important thing.
Uncertainty.
Your curiosity is getting the better of you. Do not let it. Stay away from the Githyanki.
Just so we have one.
They're hunting you. They
So
want the
you're
artifact.
running about looting everything.
They'll stop at
I
nothing
was
to
also
take it from
opening
you.
the door over here.
Oh,
I was doing a little bit.
Do we want to go and nuke a bunch of kobolds? Kind of didn't think about that fight. Maybe on the way out.
Right, certainly some XP.
That's the Githyanki blade if ever I saw one.
Yankee longsword. Not that any of us really have any use for it.
Not particularly. Which is kind of a sad realization I'm coming to at the moment, which is that we're about to get a sweet +3 holy item that none of us is really going to use. I mean, Gale can hold it, and it gives him the spell.
I was about to say you could always give it to Gale.
Yeah, I mean, it just...
It doesn't
gives him
make
the spell.
melee attacks much.
Yeah, and if he does, I mean, the fact that it's a +3...
Will
is
help
relevant.
balance out the fact that he's kind of shit at melee.
Yeah. Exactly.
Really, it's like it's a mace with training wheels is what it is, and that's kind of what Gale needs. No offense, Gale.
I don't... While I speak for Gale, I don't get to speak for Gale. After you,
All
by
right.
all means. Unless you want
Now,
me to.
now, how do you want to handle this? Do you want to try and talk our way in, or do you want to just flip them off as soon as we're in there and kick the shit out?
I think that the wise thing to do is to talk our way in, fight our way out.
Okay, you'd rather fight our way in, or talk our way in and fight our way out, rather than just fight our way in.
Yeah.
I can respect that.
I feel like then we're, kind of
Other side.
full strength for the harder of the fights.
We also don't really have much of an option to retreat
True.
once we're like fully in there. So, ladies and gentlemen, hello.
Sentries to arms! Istik, state your purpose quickly.
You get Yankee. Hey, Dilith. I have proof they're invading. We need your help.
Ooh, tricky, tricky.
It's a trick one. Friends and guidance. A mere 24.
We are aware, and it is dire. But of late, we've been distracted. Perhaps
tell me
the
more.
news you bring will change Inquisitor Wargaz's mind. Seek the
Wa-
Inquisitor within.
Wargaz?
Step lightly, Istik.
Wargas?
He's not known for his lenience.
Yes, ma'am. Step lightly. That's what I do as a rogue. I mean, that's what I do as a bard.
You need to get that stutter looked at. There's speech classes out there to help you with that.
I've heard singing is a good way to get over stuff.
For
I heard they're making
unimportant
us join
things,
the
I'm just going to
patrols.
close this door behind
The
us.
search must be going badly.
Excellent. If I was playing a different character, I'd be lacing this building with explosives right now.
And before we go over to the Inquisitor, it might be worth going and selling some shit to
Sure. We'll get all the money back
Fortune
eventually.
Mistress.
I have something to ask.
Blood. I'd heard this plane was disgusting, but I didn't think it would be like fine. But your paraphernalia had better be pristine.
Paraphernalia. It's a good stat. Okay, keep that one for now. For potential. I guess all I really have is this dorky hat. Some jewelry. Doesn't she have some sweet shit though? She has this knife of the Undermountain King, which
Yeah.
we'll probably loot off of her later.
It kind of goes back and forth, like, as to what exactly she has, but she usually just has good stuff, kind of, period.
Oh, and then there's this unseen menace, which if she does drop that, it's invisible, so I believe it just gives you advantage on attacks while it's invisible. It's a pike.
Yeah.
It's a +1 pike that I think just gives you advantage, but if you miss an attack roll, then it loses invisibility for 2 rounds. But could be a pretty sweet weapon for old Karlak. Isn't there like a sweet pair of the gloves of Dex set the wearer's dexterity score to 18? Pretty sweet.
So what you're saying is the build to tank every ability score and only make your ability scores based off of the magic items you find has another item to add.
Yeah. I don't know if she drops all of this.
She
later.
probably won't, but I've got a bunch of stuff to sell, so.
Okay. Mostly just Witchbreaker. Advantage on attacks against concentrating creatures, and it has a special attack, Hush You, that can silence it. That's cool. That's just a super cool magic item. What's the sword? +1. It also has a special attack. Razor Blades. Swing your weapon in a cyclone of steel that deals razor blade sharp damage to all enemies within range. Once per short rest. Huh. Yeah, she's got a bunch of neat shit. Defender Flail, which lets you. She's just a weapon that gives you +1 armor class.
That's interesting.
Arrow of Humanoid Slaying. Ooh. Arrow of
I might
Dragon
have
Slaying. Arrow of Fiend Slaying. Ooh, the arrows of Fiend
Arrow-
Slaying could
Arrow-
come in very
Arrow of
handy.
Dragon Slaying. When are we gonna need one of them?
Well,
I do have an arrow. Of Dragon Slaying.
Act 3. that's my answer. The 2 arrows of Fiend Slaying might be worth
On your way, then.
purchasing for future things. Because I doubt she'll drop those.
Like Raphael.
Yeah.
I just assume we'll kick the shit out of Raphael at some point
Yeah.
because this pocket dimension ain't big enough for the two of
For
us.
the 2 years. Not only are we going to kick the shit out of Raphael, we're going to go to his house and kick the shit out of him and steal his stuff.
Well, obviously, I wouldn't want to do it anywhere else.
That's right. But we're going to go to his house, steal all his stuff. He's going to show up mad, and then we're going to kick the shit out.
Well, obviously, I wouldn't have it any other way. Well, that's interesting. They've I don't know. That's a fairly recent update. You can now send items to anybody out of your inventory, even if they're in your camp.
Oh yeah, that is from the most recent update. Is Karlak's? She's got the Cat's Grace cloth on, right?
Yes, I believe so.
So
The
she-
one the fancy clothes we just bought.
Yeah, if she wears those gloves, what does she have right now? Braces of Defense, which is a +2 bonus to armor class. What's her base dexterity?
Base dex is 15.
Okay. So technically setting her 15 +2 is becoming 17, but I think it'd be a net even, but it'd also make her dexterity much better. I think you could get her dexterity to 20, and then she'd have
Well, yeah, that's-
+5 from it. And I think it'd be slightly better or the same for her armor class as the Bracers of Defense, but make her dex much better for other things.
That might be true. Yes.
If the Cat's Grace will add to her dex being
If
set
they
by those
stack
gloves.
that way.
Yeah. Could be pretty sweet. Are you done in the shop?
Oh, I haven't talked to the shop yet.
Oh,
I thought you were.
sorry. I have not been talking to the shopkeep for some time. I thought you were. So I was patiently waiting. Yeah, I hear you, buddy. I agree.
Care to trade? I guarantee all my stuff's spotless. Oh, it totally is. Don't you even worry about it. Definitely not mostly stripped off the dead. That, definitely that. And, still feel like I should hold on to the scroll of evidence. Don't necessarily know what for, but it's evidence. I could use it to blackmail someone.
Oh, the lightning charges does work with his necklace. Not that I ever freaking remember to use his blast pendant.
I feel like I should probably sell one of those. I see you got rid of your old crown.
I did, yes.
No one
The
back
new
home will
helmet's
ever
better.
believe this.
I have an important decision to make going forward as we level up next, which is, do I keep leveling in Druid to get more powerful Druid spells, or do I start leveling into like a martial class so that I can be more of our frontliner, another frontliner, Karlak?
Right.
I feel like with the thing you get for being a Spore Druid is like, while you have these temporary hit points, you deal extra damage with weapons. So part of me is like, that's a cool buff to like stack with a fighter or a ranger or something.
They're a little pricey, but I think it's worth it just for the science experiment. Those Daredevil gloves are actually pretty cool.
They make it so you can do like melee cantrips.
Yeah.
What's the other
Yeah, so
effect
you
they have?
so they gain a +1 bonus to spell attack rolls. And your ranged spell attacks are made as melee spell attacks when you're adjacent to a hostile creature. So you essentially just lose the disadvantage from like having adjacent enemies during ranged spell attacks, which is cool.
That is pretty sweet.
And even these conduit boots are kind of cool, gaining temporary hit points while concentrating on spells. Is there anything else here I want to sell? I kind of want to hold on to my small necklace collection because they have enchantments on them, which are good. I have a bunch of different arrows of slaying at the moment.
Just remember you have them for important ones.
Oh no, absolutely
arrow
not.
humanoid slaying could be sweet for some future boss fights.
Absolutely not. I'll completely forget every one of these. I'll hold on to them until the end of the game because what if I need them later?
Of course.
Kind of wish he had another +1 hand crossbow.
Nobody pay attention on the recording here. I'm just checking how far along the. Okay. The people got a quick glimpse of how the soup is made.
You could always edit that out, you know.
I could. When I'm editing this, will I remember to? Well, we'll see.
That's... Well... Should I sell Karlak's extra glaive? Because she still has the ever-burning blade as well.
Probably. Probably doesn't need an extra.
Not a bad magic glaive, but... I can sell that as well. Okay. Fortunately, most of the other large amount of things that I'm carrying are useful, so I'm going to hold on to them for now, because it's a lot of, arrows and spell scrolls, which I should just be using, because spell scrolls are super, super useful. Okay, let's do...
It's Freddie Mercury, Githyanki.
All right, let's do a quick experiment with Karlak. Her current AC is 17. With the bracers of unarmed defense, and her dex is currently at 15. That's with the +2 bonus and whatnot. So if I instead equip the gloves of dexterity, her dex jumps to 18. And her AC is still 17. So it's the same. It's the same AC. It just gives a +1 to hit and a higher dex.
That's interesting. It doesn't set her dex to 20. The cat's
It does
the
not.
graceful claw doesn't.
But what if I unequip and then re-equip it? No, still 18. I don't think I picked up any
It will still
items.
make her have a better ace
Right.
or a better chance to hit with her crossbow, I guess.
Well, it's also just a flat +1 to attack. Like they just have a +1 to attack on the as an extra enchantment.
So
And it's a higher to hit with the crossbow, and it's higher for
dex
dex
saves,
saves.
better initiative, all that. All that jazz.
So overall, it is definitely a bonus.
You want to walk in here next as well? I assume we'll probably end up making it a fight, but
Excuse me, coming through Freddie Mercury.
Your Majesty.
The way he just like peeks around the door, I really like.
The latest batch of cultists knew nothing of the astral prism. They were just trying to find Moonrise. They all head there. My Gish have drafted plans to assault the tower. They are ready to fight. Chitrai, we could sift the missing artifact from the tower's ashes if you would give us...
Quiet. Find the astral prism, Therazin. My patience falters.
Yes, Chitrai. You heard him. Go!
They're all like,
Do
"Oh,
as she says.
we still don't
She
know
remains your
what the
Kithrak.
plan is."
For now.
It's very much the sir, the men want to know where to go. To war. Excuse me. Coming through. Sorry, I'm totally jamming up the door. My apologies. We're all inside, right?
Yep.
All of us, including, excuse me, ma'am.
An Istik in my creche. You are one of the mercenaries sent to bring the weapon.
Don't tell her anything.
I was granted entry by your sentries. They told me to seek the Inquisitor.
The Inquisitor? On what grounds?
I have proof of the illicit evasion. Might help your Inquisitor to rethink his priorities.
We have all the proof we need, and it has not moved his resolve. We know infected flock to Moonrise Towers. I reported the gathering masses back to Tunarath. In response, they sent an Inquisitor. Instead of ordering an assault, we were told to join in this mad hunt for an ancient relic. Meanwhile, illithid sickness spreads right in front of us.
I don't know if we can really talk our way out of this. What
It is
does the weapon
small,
look like?
Angular, metal, adorned with Tirsu script. Stolen by true soul heretics.
You realize she seeks the artifact you carry.
I'm only just now realizing this.
Do you know something? Do
Only
you
just
have
now
it?
have I realized what they're talking about.
No.
I don't know anything about it. Friends? Come on, friend. I don't know what you're talking about. Well, I said I don't know what you're talking about. Nailed it.
First try.
All it took was 4 d20s.
Then stop wasting my time, Istik. You are one of the mercenaries we engaged, are you not?
Of
I will be back on the search immediately.
What's the reward again?
A fortune in gold, vouched for by our queen herself.
Oh, a fortune. That does sound pretty
I
good.
have business to attend to.
That's my favorite
Return
amount
with the
of gold.
weapon, or do not return at all.
I'm gonna just... Me and the fellas are gonna go over next to this Ardent.
Quite ready for
Oh,
you.
Garlac,
It shall be done.
that, you should drop off those supplies we've been carrying around. Wink, wink. That we were told to deliver.
I will move further away. Fine.
I'm also going to walk away.
Uh,
I'm ready when you are.
fire in the hole?
Sort of fight. And now you have one.
You don't say.
Ow! And then he set himself on fire. Not the sprightest dog.
The whack. What?
There. And then I'll move up into the gap to keep the wolf from killing Gale.
Honestly, you should. Oh, with Karlak, you will. Okay, I was like,
Yeah.
you should probably have Gale be in front of you, at least you as Blackheart.
Okay, on. Defensive flourish.
Nice.
Then just
Looks like a +4 AC.
This- critical miss. Well, at least I've got the bonus. Oh.
That's less effective than it is annoying. Freddie Mercury, who asked you to show up? Where are you going, Gale? Did you get a feared?
Yeah.
You
Freddie Mercury.
silly.
Freddie Mercury was outside and heard a loud boom. Decided he should probably investigate.
And even though he just joined, I'm sure he's going to get a full effective turn. Is it Gale's? I can't do anything as Gale. Oh, yes, I can. I can just end this turn. Good work, buddy.
It was a mighty blow.
Why is that other one not attacked? Must have gotten two right now.
Sheesh. Okay. Okay, and we both got down because we were feared, so we had to take attacks of opportunity. That was wonderful.
Why can't I attack? Can't reach the destiny. What are you talking about? Can't reach the destiny. Okay, there it goes. That was weird. I kind of want to go punch Freddie Mercury, but is she concentrating? Oh, she's concentrating on fear.
Good hands.
It also doesn't matter. Both of us, Karlak and I are both down.
I mean, I can get one of you up for what it's worth. I'll just probably try and instantly down you. You can use bonus actions to attack, though. So
Either one of us will get a chance to heal or
something at least.
attack.
Concentrating on fear,
Oh.
which is quite annoying.
Use one of these with my first bonus action. And I suppose with my second bonus action, I'll I'm not gonna hit him. Oh, I did. Nice. Well, that was.
That zoomed me in a lot to that wolf.
Yeah, that's been happening to me a lot as well. I'm gonna move back here. Hope something has to dash to get to me. It won't.
No longer fearful. Do not be
Go
afraid.
get him, Gale.
Certainly.
He answered. So, did I keep... Kept sleep. I need to replace that with whole person. I don't think... Oh, she's only got 21 hit points. What? No! Oh, I didn't click twice. I just ended his turn without casting it. Oh, how embarrassing. Oh, God. Good turn, Gale. Good turn.
He thought about helping, but decided now is not the time.
Now is not the time. Ya yeet. Take that, queen.
You know what? They can jump surprisingly far.
They're pretty strong. Wait a second. You cancel your turn. Move over. End your turn again. So that your buddy can jump to where you were. And also punch right after your turn. Okay. Ah, symbiotic instinct.
No. I'm awful glad nothing decided to attack me. Well, I guess I'll range sneak attack her, because I can't range sneak attack the wolf now.
Welcome to my little team.
Miss. Oh yeah, lady, I bet you can't do that a second time. Haha.
Oh, one hit point left. Damn.
Well, that's
And she gets
what I
another
got.
turn. Wait, Karlak. Does she have a bonus action that can deal damage? Probably not. Her glaive probably could if it's one glaive, but she's not holding it anymore. Yeah, it's Sorrow. She could have if this lady didn't make all of everybody drop their weapons.
Instead, let's just drink this. And then move around this way so that the wolf has to run past the zombie in order to attack. Oh no! Hey, hit him for 10 damage.
Get him, boys. Aw. Welcome to my little team. I love how they just explode into a zombie. Actually, back to you. Try this one. No, this one. This one. There. Cancel. Cancel your turns so you can go. Get up and his distance. Oh yeah, he's super excited about that. Go get him, buddy. Haha, he made a save.
Get her, Karlak. Try again, Karlak. Kill a character with an unarmed strike. Fists of Fury.
Step to it.
Well, if I could hit anything. There we go. Great.
But she wasn't the one pulling the strings here.
Soulbreaker Greatsword. I don't know. Oh, Beholder Eye Stalks. We'll send those to camp.
All right. What now?
Alright, this zombie gonna slowly die in a really annoying... I'm just gonna... Good work, buddy. Thanks for doing nothing. I don't want to listen to you slowly die.
Now, I do
Best be on
at
my
some
way.
point. I mean, I'm not going to. I'm not going to wear it on account of the disadvantage on stealth checks, but.
Traps, please.
I am. I do need to know. Well, first I need to re-equip my weapon.
Yeah, make sure you pick up all the dropped weapons.
Did Gale get his staff back?
He did. Did I re-equip it?
Excellent
I
choice.
did not yet.
Well. I mean, I wouldn't get the plus to psychic damage, but that would give. If I used this Soulbreaker Greatsword, that would give Karlak an additional +2 to initiative.
It's one of those that like works especially with Githyanki, I'm assuming.
But first off, I suppose I could have found. We know what you look like in Githyanki Half-Plate, but what do I look like in Githyanki Half-Plate?
Dashing.
It looks less ridiculous on account of the scales.
This is regular Githyanki half-plate.
Actually, I want to. I don't really want to carry that, so.
What's hiding here?
Welcome to our team, Kithrak.
Breathe deep and move.
Maybe take another short rest here.
That's probably a good idea.
Symbiotic entities. Yeah, and then drop one of these. I don't think Gale has anything.
I'll fill that one later.
He still has all his spell slots. I need to
Is that
stop being
blood?
so cantrip happy
No,
and start
never
just
mind.
nuking people. But I think that's probably what we should call this episode before we open this spectral door and continue deeper into this creche.
That's all right.
It's probably about the normal episode length. Next time, we'll do exactly that. Open this glowing door and chase after that Inquisitor. See what he has deep in here. And maybe get a new fancy weapon? I don't know. We'll see.
Well, this fungal zombie's in rough shape.
Yeah, he's seen better days. But he's fighting on.
You're gonna take a blow for us, buddy.
That's right. Thank you everybody for watching, and we will see you in the next episode of our 2-player BG3 playthrough.